Alright, welcome back to another MTGMoxBox video. Today we are going to talk about the upcoming Modern Horizons 2 set and our top 2 picks for each of the color slots in the set.
So for this set, we continue to have 8 slots. So I think if you are familiar with our format, we'll be shuffling the 8 slots and dividing them up between the 3 of us and take turns talking about them.
Alright.
Is there a particular color you want, man?
I got something for everything.
Green.
All right. Interesting.
I did not get it.
Oh, I got a green.
I got white and blue. Not bad.
Let's go with white.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So
Start with land.
start with land.
Alright.
Well, that's easy. So the fetch lands.
Yes.
All right. If
I mean, land is definitely going to be a popular slot, I think, for this set.
that is true. Anything else that you want in the land slot besides any of the fetch land?
Yeah, Maya.
Oh, that's the
Cradle of Growth.
Yeah, that one's going to be really interesting. I mean,
Each land is a forest.
yeah, it's
In
basically
addition-
Urborg, but for green.
Yeah. Imagine if you can give your bearers force walk.
Exactly.
Yes.
Just make them all unblockable.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Wait, never mind. Take that back. Take that back.
Oh, I do need this card.
Because my notes was like, oh, time to make all elf decks include force walk.
Oh, man.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Any other lands that you guys have?
Well, it's not quite a land, or it is kind of a land. It's that Urza Saga,
Me too.
which was the...
Oh, I thought
Land
that's
enchantment?
colorless, right? That's not colorless.
Well, I mean,
No, it's
that's,
a land.
that's actually
Yeah.
a very good point, because it's a...
I would say
it
it's
is a land,
Yeah, I would say it's a land.
Land.
but it is also...
An
I mean,
enchantment.
technically, all lands are colorless, so we have to be very clear about how we
Distinctive about this.
distinguish. Because we're basically saying if it's colorless and it's a land, or if it's a land,
It's also enchantment.
then it falls into the land slot.
Yeah. But I'm just saying it's enchantment, a land, and a saga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So we're gonna group it by land design.
I would
right. Because I think
yeah.
land is technically a subset of colorless that we have carved out.
Okay.
So I would say because it is a land,
Yeah,
it
because
falls into the land
Because I'm just
slot.
thinking about, for example, if we pick the enchant the gods, we don't put them in enchantment slot. We put them in the god slot.
Well, I mean, we haven't.
I mean,
done
the creature
any-
slot.
the
I mean,
the-
whatever.
Yeah.
I say it's like a subset of creature. It's not a enchantment, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so to make it clear, we're gonna put Urza Saga if we pull any to the land slot.
Yes.
Okay.
Unless I get the just kidding. The
colorless
colorless
slot.
slot. Just
Yeah.
kidding,
Way to make it confusing.
The lands. So it's gonna go to the land slot.
Yeah.
We need to update the website to say that.
Yeah. We'll
Sorry
we'll
about that.
clarify
We'll
that
clarify
in
that,
our
yeah.
in our listings. In our
This is it's a
website.
pretty amazing land.
I mean, I think it's very interesting that they are moving into the space where they're combining different card types.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like sooner or later someone's gonna find a way to break this and abuse it in some way. So that's why I'm curious.
It's already gonna be with Urza since it's Urza Saga.
Right.
So, it's perfect.
Yeah, and I picked it also because I like collecting all of the different
The
sagas,
sagas?
regardless of how powerful or weak they are.
Makes sense.
I just like the vertical artwork, so that's why it's on my list.
So I think you have to collect 3 versions then, right? Because there is the
What,
the
you think
sketch
edge-
version.
the edge foil.
No.
There's a sketch.
There's a
What?
sketch version that has different art.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of the sketch version. I feel like it's too unfinished for me.
No, man.
I'll
if
probably
if
stick
you're gonna
with
go,
the-
you gotta go with everything. Let's just make him spend money. Nah, you need both, man.
But when they talked about the card development, they said there are different things. In
That's
each
true. The
layer.
artwork is a little bit different, so
So
I'll look at it.
Actually, a question. To get that sketch one, do you have to buy a particular, like, say?
yeah. Did they say?
I don't know.
Oh, we don't know.
Well,
is
no,
it in a boost collector or set? I guess, or
You
is
have to
it?
pull up that chart
Yeah,
from Wizards.
it's so complicated now that I can't even tell off the top of my head.
Because I was thinking maybe it's good for our listeners to know ahead of time so they know which one to participate in to get a chance.
I think when the time comes, we're just gonna have to reference that table that Wizards of the Coast
Got
put
it.
together, and then just say if you're, whichever you're interested in, you'll
Got
have
it.
to
All right. Well,
find it.
maybe we'll do that at the beginning of our box opening, so let everyone know,
Yeah.
what potentially can be in the particular box. Yeah, because it seems like it's going to take us a while to kind of figure that out.
Yeah, we have to search for that table.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I'll put the table in the video.
All right,
Yep.
we'll probably put a link or something.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for land? Because those are the two I have.
Yeah, those are the two, plus all the fetch lands. I know there are also I think they did the retro treatment of the Modern Horizons 1 lands, of which I think they did Hall of Heliod's Generosity, which I'm interested in.
Windows Vista.
As well as Prismatic Vista, or aka Windows Vista, which is also nice. So, and also they also reprinted Cabal Coffers, so there is definitely a lot in the land slot for this upcoming set. That is one of the chase cards.
Wow, for once land is a chase slot?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's the first time. I feel like it was the chase slot for...
Because for Zendikar Rising, we treated them as box hoppers. Remember?
Right, but
So
that's
it
because of the
wasn't-
expeditions.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it wasn't really a chase slot for land.
But this time, I would say this is probably one of the more desirable slots.
All right. Hope
All
everyone's
right.
taking note. Make
Yep.
sure you get in on that land slide if you can.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Next is black.
Next is black. All right, moving over to black. Black had some interesting things. Of the newer cards, I think Dalthy Voidwalker was my top pick.
Oh, that's me too.
Yeah, so that one is very interesting. Black for a 3/2 Dalthy Rogue
Yep.
with Shadow, so it gives it some evasion. But I think what's really interesting is that if a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, instead you exile it with a void counter on it, and by tapping and sacrificing this creature, you can choose an exiled card that an opponent owns that was exiled with a void counter, and then you can play it without casting its mana cost. So just another way to
Jack
essentially
someone's stuff.
steal other players deck
Is
cards from their decks.
remind me, is Rogue one of the party?
Rogue is one of the party mechanics as
Cool.
well.
Okay.
So it kind of fits in.
That works. Yeah. That's cool.
So
You
very,
want to
very
build a party
interesting.
deck, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm just thinking with all the ways that black can recur creatures, all you have to do is bring this guy back in, with haste or something like that. Tap it, sacrifice it, and you can potentially bring back multiple cards that were exiled. And then it's exiling any time.
So as long as the void counter, you can always bring it back, right?
Right, exactly. So it
you
doesn't...
can keep repeating it, and then if you don't want to bring it back, just keep them exiled, I guess, right?
Exactly. So
Nice.
you're basically just picking the best of whatever was exiled.
What a beat.
Yep. So that was the top pick.
All right.
The next one is Damn,
Oh,
which I am
same
picking.
thing.
Yeah, I'm picking mainly so I could call it out when I'm, destroying
You're
Reaper
picking
King.
kill on sight type of
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. So I can say Damn Urza, Damn
right.
Reaper King.
This interview is over. I'm not gonna.
But the overload cost is really interesting. It basically turns into a Wrath of God.
Oh, you're right.
Wait, so is this a multicolored card then? Because you have to use white?
Well, white is in the it's not part of the casting cost. It is technically in.
So, if I'm interpreting correctly,
Ability
what you're
cost.
asking is you can't put this in a mono black commander deck. It has to be a black and white commander deck.
Yes.
Because
But we're treating
But-
this as a black.
But we're treating this as a black
Right,
card.
because
Yeah, with the
we are
slots,
going
yeah.
by casting
Yeah,
cost.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Yep. Makes sense.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Do you guys have any other black ones?
No.
Really? Because I have two different ones.
Okay, let's hear what
I
you...
have Archon of Cruelty.
Oh, that was a mean one.
Yep. Like I said, I wrote my notes. Only way to describe this guy is mean, man. The casting cost is high. 8 to cast, 6 colorless and black, but you get a 6/6 flyer with ETB or attacks. The
Target
unfortunate opponent is going to have to sack a creature or a planeswalker, discard a card, lose 3 life.
Man, that is...
Then you get to draw a card and gain 3 life. It's like the
Yeah.
best trade ever. So I really
It
like
doesn't
this
even
guy,
have to
man.
connect. It just enters the battlefield or attacks.
Yep.
That's
so,
pretty mean.
Again, like you just mentioned, like a lot of black graveyard recursion. There is some way to entomb it right away, and you
Yep.
can bring it back. So it's a badass, man.
Yeah, I thought it was a dragon at first, but I was like, Archon? What the-
Yes.
Yeah. And my other one is probably on a lot of people's list is right. Profane Tutor.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Profane Tutor.
Yeah. So Another, one colorless, one black to cast, suspend. You get a tutor any card into your hand.
Yeah. So it's a slower tutor because you have to wait 2 turns.
Yeah.
But I think,
hey,
you know,
in my mind, any tutor
exactly.
more the merrier. So especially
you're preparing for a future turn, which is
give me my effing sword right now. Type of thing.
Well, not right now. In 2 turns.
In
later.
2 turns, that's fine. Just give me my sword. Yeah.
Yeah. Lay away.
Cue it up. All right. So that's black. Anything else to add?
Let's see.
Honorable mentions.
Just wanted to bring up a notable reprint. Patriarch's Bidding
was
reprinted.
Right.
So definitely would be excited to see that come up.
Yes. A lot of my tribal decks that need board wipes can use one.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. Cool. Next, white. My first one is Resurgent Belief.
Oh, is that the replenish suspend?
Yeah, it's like one colorless, one white to cast, 2 suspend. 2 suspend counters, I mean. A way to time your own board wipe, or a way to protect your permits if in an enchantment deck, which seems perfect for my deck.
Yes.
Yes.
Very powerful.
And my second one is Sanctifier Envec. Envec. 2/2 cast, Human Cleric. Protection for black and red. Prevents graveyard recursion.
Oh, yeah.
For black and red. It's kind of mean, kind of focus on black and red, but hey, black and red decks are mean.
Yeah,
they do that anyway.
There's a lot of people playing black and red these days.
So those are my top 2.
All right. I think I had a couple different ones. My top pick was going to be Esper Sentinel. 1 white for a 1/1 human soldier. It's kind of like a heuristic study, a minor heuristic study, because whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, you draw a card unless that player pays X, where X is this creature's power. So white needs all the card draw help it can. So I figure this is an easy way to kind of sneak a little bit of help in there, and with low CMC and easy to get out, and hopefully gets overlooked. Might be a way for a card to
after you mentioned it.
Nope.
Not after you mentioned it.
All right, well, that was one of my picks, and the other I had was Solitude. So this is the part of the Elemental Incarnation. There's one for each color in Modern Horizons 2. This is the white one. So 3 white for to flash in a 3/2 with lifelink. When it ATBs, you exile up to 1 other target creature, and that creature's controller gains life equal to its power. And you can also evoke it by exiling a white card from your hand. So essentially, it's like a force of will to do Swords to Plowshares on any creature,
which is really powerful.
Yeah. So that was those were my 2. Any
is
other
this me or white is getting
I definitely
coming back.
I definitely feel like white is getting more and more support, so I definitely like that as I'm playing more and more white now.
Nice.
So I picked Solitude as well, but the second pick I picked is Out of Time.
Oh.
It's the enchantment that when it enters the battlefield, you untap all the creature, phase them out until Out of Time leaves the battlefield, and put a time counter on the enchantment, and for each creature phase out this way. So if there's a bunch of creature that your opponent has that you don't like, you just cast this out.
Yeah.
Like Hornabees and stuff like that. That makes sense.
Exactly. So it's an interesting take on a board wipe, right? Where it's like a temporary exiling everything.
You're delaying it.
Yeah, you're delaying it. But then
you can just disenchant it and everything comes
right.
back. Yeah.
True.
So but then you could use that as part of your strategy, where if you were trying to exile everything, then do something else, and then bring something back.
Yeah.
True.
Or until you get a board wipe in your hand.
Right, yeah, until you have another board wipe or something.
Pretty much you can save your own creature, because if you build an army, take it away, then build your army again, and someone board wipes it, you're pretty much bringing it back. With your disc.
So definitely a very interesting card.
Yep, those are my 2 picks.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else before we go to multicolor?
Let's see. Notable reprints again. Karmic Guide is coming back, which is nice.
Very nice.
And then they also did the retro of from Modern Horizons 1. They had Ranger Captain of Eos, as well as Giver of Runes. So I'm excited to see those in the old border.
Time shifted.
Yeah, time shifted border. So a lot to excited for white as well.
Yes. Okay, multicolor. Alright, so I picked the Planeswalker is number 1 pick.
Which one?
Geodrone?
Gaia-drone? I don't even know how to pronounce it.
I initially wanted to make this a commander, but apparently you cannot.
Yeah, I guess they have to have the text that says that this card can be your commander when it's on a Planeswalker for it to be viable as a commander.
Yeah, because I like that it protects you from things that has a corruption counters on them. And
how do you put corruption counters?
Oh, you do the +1 ability for the Planeswalker. Each opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Put a corruption counter on up to 1 other target creature or Planeswalker.
For each opponent?
For each of the opponents.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And then the -3 ability is to gain control of it. It gains haste until the end of the turn. And the -7, the ultimate, is to gain control of each permanent. Like basically all the permanents that have a corruption counter on it.
Interesting. I could see this like a proliferate strategy with this too.
I feel like a lot of you've been really into stealing stuff lately, huh?
Well, it's the pirate deck way.
Yes. Doing all the research on the pirate deck, definitely. I can see why this is this pick.
Don't go to the dark side, man.
Need it. The second pick is combine Chrysalis. Is the artifact that makes the creature tokens have flying. And you can also sack a token to create a 4/4 green beast creature token. You pay 2 blue and green.
Nice. And that one's actually just an uncommon, which was kind of a theme. When I was looking through all the cards being revealed, there were so many uncommons that I was really surprised that they were just uncommon. So I definitely feel like this set is really, really powerful.
Power creep is real.
Yeah, power creep is definitely real.
Alright.
Right.
What's your? You have anything else?
Yeah, I had a couple different picks, mainly on the ones that fit into my decks. So my first pick was actually a new deck that I wanted to put together, which is Lannis, Cryptozoologist. This is the green and blue 1/2 Snake Elf Scout, where whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you investigate. And investigate, it generates like a clue token, and those are artifacts that you tap and sacrifice to draw a card. But yeah, like I don't recall if I mentioned this anywhere else, but yeah, I was interested in this one because it's Simic colors, but then it doesn't focus on +1/+1 counter, so it's just a slightly different theme for that color scheme. Plus, I always wanted to play with the clue tokens, so. This is an opportunity
just
to
buy that board game, man.
Exactly. But yeah, I think the second ability is where it gets really interesting, and this kind of goes back to stealing opponents' cards, or you basically tap it and sacrifice X clues. Target opponent reveals the top X cards of their library, and you put a non-land permanent card with a mana value X or less from among them into the battlefield under your control. And then they put the rest of the revealed cards in bottom of their library in any random order. So yeah, just very interesting mechanics. Not overly powerful, but just I feel like it'd be interesting to build around. So I've been looking forward to building that deck. So that was my first pick for multicolor. The second one, I went with another Planeswalker. This is Dakan, Shadow Slayer. So I picked this one because he's in the Esper color scheme, which actually fits the assassin deck that I have perfectly. And I'm thinking this is an efficient way to essentially exile creatures. So he is white, blue, and black. But he comes into the battlefield with a number of loyalty counters equal to the number of lands you control.
That's broken.
Yeah, so he actually can... if you get this late in the game, you can basically have a bunch of loyalty on him already. My plan was to use the -3 to exile a target creature. You can also do +1 to surveil 2, getting more cards into your graveyard, I guess.
How does surveil work?
I think it's like I think you draw or you look at the top part of your library, and then you can put it into your graveyard. If you
Yeah,
don't
it's
like
like Scribe, but instead of bottom of the library, it goes to either the graveyard or back to the top of the deck.
Got it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
So, kind of helpful there. And his ultimate is -6. You may put an artifact card from your hand or graveyard onto the battlefield. Not as relevant for how I'm planning on using it, but pretty powerful ability.
Nice.
All right. Did you have a different picks?
I do both. I have General Ferris.
Rokirik.
Yeah.
Rokirik.
It's a red and white commander. It's only a 3 to cast. Hexproof from monocolored.
Interesting.
And you get a 4/4 artifact golem token whenever you cast a multicolor spell. So it'll be nice. Thinking about building a white and red artifact deck, but I just need to pick out more multicolored cards to take full advantage of this commander.
Yeah.
Same as Oscar's color.
Yes.
That's true. And my second one, Scythus, Harvest Hand. More nice stuff for my enchantment deck. On top of some other stuff that I guess we'll be reviewing. This one is 2 to cast, 1 green, 1 white, 1/2 creature, and when you cast enchantment, you get to draw a card and gain life.
Yeah, that is pretty powerful, especially if you use that as your commander.
Yep.
But I think your current commander has white, green,
Red
and
white,
blue, right?
Sorry, white, green, and blue. Yep.
Yeah, so you can just stick this in the 99.
Yep.
And it'll still be really powerful.
That's the plan.
Yep.
I am so surprised you didn't name Sterling Grove.
Oh, it was a reprint. I already have it in my deck. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely some notable reprints. I mean, in addition to Sterling Grove, which was reprinted, Mirari's Wake is also reprinted. So definitely some good ones there. Not to mention the retro, the time-shifted Modern Horizon 1. They're doing the first sliver in the old border, as well as the Ice Fang Quado, which is also a pretty powerful card.
Very nice.
Yep.
All right. Next, we have green.
Green. All right. So I think a lot of people are going to be building squirrel decks. So I actually went the other direction because I also cannot afford to buy any more squirrel cards. I was looking at, I want to say Eve, Progenitor Ooze. So this is, I guess, the Ooze commander.
The one that storms, right?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because when it comes into play, or it has storm.
Mm-hmm.
So then when you cast it, let me see, it costs 2 green for a 2/2 ooze. And then when you cast it, you copy it for each spell cast before this turn. And those copies become tokens.
And they're not
they aren't legendary if it is a token. So I guess your idea would be to cast as many spells as possible, then try to bring out the ooze, and then all of the ooze will basically pump each other up, since each one enters in with a +1/+1 counter for each other ooze you control. So I haven't decided whether I'm going to build this deck, but I thought that was going to be an interesting pick. So that was my first pick. The second one is Gaia's Will, which is essentially a color-shifted Yawgmoth's Will. It has Suspend
4.
Suspend 4. And then when it resolves, until end of turn, you may play lands and cast spells from your graveyard. So helpful in the late game, or if you have a way to put a lot into your graveyard, and basically have a really, really powerful turn where you basically cast whatever you want from your graveyard when it resolves. Of course, the drawback would be, if you any card that goes into your graveyard for that turn, it gets exiled instead. So game-winning turn, I guess, in 4.
Gross.
All right.
Agreed.
I guess I can go. I have Chitter Spitter. Speaking of squirrel, do want to build a squirrel deck, but we'll see. It's a 2 colorless, 1 green to cast artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, sack a token and put an acorn counter. Your squirrels you control get +1/+1 depending on how many acorn counters are on it. You can also play 1 green and tap to create a squirrel token.
Oh, and you can do that right away because it's an artifact.
Yep.
Oh.
Sack a token, make more squirrels.
Yeah, but then you need to untap the artifact to do it, though.
Right.
Interesting.
Which is still, not too bad. I'm sure this way. You can think about if you put this in your blue and green token deck.
Yeah.
You could have what was that?
Intruder Alarm.
Intruder Alarm. Yep.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lots
As
of
long as you have the
squirrels.
mana, and I don't think you have an issue with mana. With
Lots of
blue.
squirrels.
Yeah.
And my second one is actually Sanctum Weaver. 1 colorless, 1 green to cast. It's a creature, and it gives you.
Oh, it's an enchantment creature.
Yep, it's gives you X depending on the number of enchantments you have. So it's almost like a Serra Sanctum.
Ah, so much support for your enchantment deck.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can see. Yeah, definitely see why you picked that one.
Very nice.
Not looking forward to
Yeah.
against this.
All right.
All right, for
There was other
green, I picked the Chatafang.
Yes.
The
Squirrel General.
Squirrel General, the legendary squirrel.
Yeah, this one's gonna be really popular, I'm sure.
Forest Walk. Useful for that.
Forest Walk.
That
yeah.
land. The Yavi.
Goes with Yavimaya Great Cradle.
Cradle, yeah.
Growth.
So that will make it unblockable.
Yep.
And yeah, you get to sacrifice X squirrels. Target creature gets plus X minus X until end of the turn.
Oh,
which
so you
is
can do
interesting.
creature removal
Yeah.
by sacrificing tokens. Oh, and then also if one or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus that many
one squirrel tokens are created instead.
So it's like doubling up any other tokens that you make.
You get squirrels no matter what.
Wow. So yeah, definitely really powerful. I can see this. Yeah.
And the second one I picked is Sylvan Anthem.
Nice.
With the green creatures getting +1/+1, and whenever green creature enters the battlefield, you get to scry 1.
Very
which
helpful.
is very helpful to draw down your deck.
Yes.
Nice.
So let's go to blue.
Okay. I have my first one is Inevitable Betrayal.
Yes.
3 to cast, suspend 3, Bribery.
Yeah, pretty much bribery.
When you can steal the best creature from your opponent on,
Is
let's
it
say,
from-
turn 5, that's not too bad.
Oh, you're right. Let me see. Is it turn 5 or would it be turn 6 if you cast this on your third turn? Spend 3.
I'm just thinking potentially, with Soul Ring, so that's why I'm saying, up to turn
Okay,
5.
yeah.
Turn 5 or turn 6, yeah.
But still, yeah. Basically, you look through the entire library, opponent's library, for their best creature card
Yep.
into your... Yeah, that is really powerful.
Very nice. My next one, I'm going to butcher its name. Svivalin?
Svaloon, I think?
Svivalin of Sea and Sky?
Yes.
Merfolk God. Enough said.
Yes. Definitely happy to see more support for the Merfolk tribal.
Yep. 1 colorless, 2 blue, cast 3/4 Merfolk God that is indestructible if you control 2 or more Merfolks and gives all Merfolk ward 1.
Yeah, that's a powerful.
Yep.
That's-
Time to bring back the old Merfolk deck
Yeah.
with this commander.
And the art is really nice by Seb.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good artwork.
Cool. Those are my 2.
All right.
Alright, for blue I picked the same. For the first one it's the Betrayal, of course. But the second pick I picked is Suspend. Is to exile target creature, put 2 time counters on it. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend. So I was thinking of pairing that with things that will proliferate. So that'll just keep on increasing the Suspend counters.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was really easy to remove things that way.
Yeah, that's definitely a really interesting card because you can also use it defensively too if they're trying to, remove one of your creatures.
Protect your own creature.
Yeah, you basically, hide your commander or whatever powerful creature for a couple of turns and then bring it back.
Yeah, so you can use it both ways.
Yep. Definitely a very interesting card.
What about you for blue?
I had the same too. I had Inevitable Betrayal and then the Merfolk God as well.
Nice. Any notable mentions before we move on?
Let's see. They also reprinted Wonder, which
Upheaval.
is Upheaval, which is banned in Commander, but is a definitely powerful card. It will probably make waves in Modern.
And
Modern
I do
format.
like that new counterspell artwork. But,
Oh yeah, the full
yeah.
full art counterspell, the
Yeah.
borderless counterspell.
Yeah. Looks bad.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Next
All right.
we have red.
Time for red. And the first one I have is Ragavan.
Haha, yes.
Nimble.
That's going to be a very popular card, I think.
Monkey Pirate.
And it's a really powerful monkey pirate, too.
Deals combat damage, create treasure token, exile top card of target player's library
Monkey
until end of the
business.
turn.
Mm-hmm.
You can cast that card, and you can dash with 1 red.
Yeah, so basically dash and just sneak it out, and then it goes back to your hand at the end of the turn.
Just like a monkey would.
Yep. So very sneaky. What a sneaky monkey.
Very sneaky. Definitely will be in the pirate deck.
Yes. Would not be complete without it.
The second card I pick is Chance Encounter.
Oh
It's
yes.
an enchantment. Whenever you win a coin flip, you put a luck counter on it.
Ah yes.
At the beginning of your upkeep, you have 10 or more luck counters, you win the game.
Yeah, I think they also introduced the in multicolor. They had the the Ifrit that lets you flip a bunch of coins too. So it really goes well with the.
Oh yeah, the one that lets you flip a bunch of coins that does certain abilities, right?
No, I think it's the. Are you talking about the one that burns? Like you flip, you call it. If you win, if you keep winning, you keep doing it, and then it deals damage based on the number of times you win, and you stop when you lose, type of thing.
I don't remember. I think the name was Yuzri. Let me see if I can pull it up. But there were just so many good multicolored cards that I couldn't fit it in the top 2.
Couldn't them all.
Yeah, but I mean, definitely again goes to show how powerful this set is. Where did it go?
Alright, while he's looking up, you want to talk about your red?
Sure. My first one is Fury. Not Nick Fury, but Fury. It's a Elemental Incarnation. 3/3 double strike. Deals 4 damage anyway when you cast it. Or you can evoke it by removing a red card. So it's almost like if you have the mana, cast it. If you don't have the mana, you need to burn something right away. Just remove a red card like Force of Will type of thing.
And it's basically 10 damage, potentially. Because you got the double strike on the 3/3, and you get 4 damage ETB, right?
Yes, but it doesn't have haste.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, but then you're right. I mean, if you cast it,
Well, it's red, so red has a lot of ways to give haste. So, but
Right.
yeah, that could be a lot of damage in
One turn.
if you can get them out with haste.
Yep.
So definitely a nice one. So I did find it was Yuzri Fortune's Flame. It was 1 blue red for a 2/3 Ifrit with flying, and then when Yuzri attacks, you choose a number between 1 and 5, and you flip that many coins. And for each flip you win, you draw a card. Each flip you win, he does 2 damage to you. So if you win 5 flips this way, you can cast spells from your hand without paying their mana costs this turn.
Good luck.
So, yeah, definitely very...
Gamble.
Yep. For those that like to flip coins and gamble, definitely the goes well with Chance Encounter.
My second card is going along with your themes here. Chef's Kiss.
Ah, nice.
1 colorless, 2 red. Cast instant allows you to jack a spell and randomly target something that you don't control. So it's like even better than a counter spell.
Yeah,
But targets only a single player or a single permanent, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think what's really interesting is you reselect the targets at random, so you have no idea what it's going to hit.
Yeah. I read some comments on Reddit. It's like, what if your opponent has like 150 something tokens? How are you going to randomize it?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
But,
I don't know
don't
how
worry.
you do that.
Some people already explained that. You divide them into 10 groups of 10. You roll a dice. Then you do it again.
Wow.
Ah, that's
I was like, oh, okay. People
Okay.
are figuring it out. Planning ahead. All right, those are my 2.
nice.
You have anything different?
No, I also had the monkey and also Chef's Kiss.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool. Let's move on to
Colorless.
Colorless, unless there are some reprints you want to bring up.
Imperial Recruiter was reprinted, which is helpful. It was a mythic that was last reprinted in Double Masters, and that's the one where you get it's a 2 and a red for a 1/1 human advisor that when you it enters the battlefield, you search your library for a creature card with power 2 or less. So maybe you can search for that monkey, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one do like a Goblin Bombardment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They upshifted that to rare. It used to be uncommon.
Yeah. It's always
Definitely
useful.
powerful.
Sack Engine also doing damage.
Yep.
Yep. Goblin decks.
Doesn't have
Actually,
to
it
be
doesn't have a goblin.
Yeah,
Just
you
a
can
creature.
sacrifice any
Oh,
creature.
anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
But I guess the recommended sacrifice is a goblin.
All right, colorless.
Colorless, lots of interesting cards there. But of course, I have to start with the Sword of Hearth and Home.
Yep.
This is, of course, part of the Sword of X and Y sets. This is this time with protection from, I believe, white and green.
Yes.
Let's see, what else does it come with?
When it deals combat damage, exile up to one target creature you own. Then search your library for a basic land card. Put both onto the battlefield under your control. So you're almost like blinking.
So it blinks your own creature and it ramps you. Man, that is gonna be a good one too.
What a good deal.
I like that one. I'll definitely keep an eye out for pulling one of those.
Now I just noticed I started my sword collection, but the art doesn't fit the same theme.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now you're gonna need the other copies or the other artwork.
I'll take them.
No.
All right, what's your next one?
So the next one up is Nettle Cyst.
Oh, I have that too.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. This is a 3 mana, 3 CMC artifact. That's an equipment. That's also a living weapon. And the equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment you control. Mm-hmm. So obviously this fits into artifact decks. Can also fit into enchantment decks. So yeah, I can see, and pretty low CMC, so I can see it fitting in pretty easily.
Yep, especially for colorless.
Yeah. Yep. So those are my 2 picks. What do you guys have?
I have Scion of Draco.
Ooh.
Yup.
12 to cast, 4/4 artifact dragon. That gives grants additional benefits depending on your color of your creature, right? White vigilance, blue hexproof, black lifelink, red first strike, green trample.
Each creature you control. Wow.
So this goes with my dragon deck quite nicely.
Oh,
no,
terrible
It's
idea.
a dragon. It's artifact.
It's artificial
colorless
dragon.
It's fake, man.
Yeah, you should only work with the real ones.
I know.
No. Your dragon doesn't discriminate.
Get out of here. Yeah, but the casting cost is kind of high, but then again, colorless. You can.
Well, it also has domain.
Domain.
So it
that
makes
is true.
It 2 less to cast for each basic land type among lands you control. So
in
if you have all 5,
since the Dragon's 5 color already, it's pretty 7 to cast.
No, 2 less to cast for.
So
you have
2
all 5.
It
actually only
two to
costs
cast, and your dragon already has eminence that makes all dragons have 1 less to cast, so it's
You're
1 to
kidding me.
cast.
So it's gonna
Potentially
be
is a 1 drop.
That's crazy.
4/4 dragon.
Terrible idea.
What were you talking about using damn on? Yeah.
Damn.
I just want to remind you that damn dragon.
Damn it.
Damn the dragon.
Although that's kind of a waste because Dragon is gives you benefits even when it's not even on the battlefield.
Not even on the battlefield.
It's just ridiculous. Ay.
But this one's giving all his dragon lifelink, man.
That is crazy.
His black dragon is lifelink.
Well, vigilance.
Vigilance.
Well, it's going to give everything
hexproof,
to
lifelink.
dragon.
Yes.
Because it's 5 color, right?
Oh my
Yes,
god.
it is.
First strike.
What a good deal.
Get out of here, man.
Wow.
Disenchant that bitch.
Yeah.
Cheaper way to get rid of it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely a powerful card.
Any other artifacts?
No one picked the Soul Talisman?
No,
I figure everyone's gonna be picking that one.
I feel the
Okay.
sword as well.
Like,
So
yeah.
Okay. So the Soul almost made it, but
yeah, it's good.
yeah. But definitely a lot of good picks in colorless as well.
Disc is coming back again. It just got reprinted back in what? Was it Commander Legends, maybe?
Oh yeah, I feel like they reprint the disc a lot, huh?
Yeah, definitely Commander Legends.
Yeah. I'm actually really interested in all those cats that they had, the artifact ones.
The ones with modular?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're definitely making a modular a theme that's tribe. They even have a legendary insect to lead that deck too.
Yeah. And also a nice one, Cursed Totem.
Oh, Cursed Totem was a good reprint.
Yep.
All the way back from Mirage, but I think with the with the amount of powerful creatures coming out these days, that one's a pretty good artifact to kind of keep on hand.
Control the pace of the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yep. All right. I think that
that's
concludes it.
Was that all of them?
Yes.
All
sir.
right.
All right. So hope you guys enjoyed this top 2 pick of this episode for Modern Horizon 2. Just
Yep.
remember everybody that you can find our pre-orders on our website, MTGMoxBox.com, and also on eBay, still handle MTGMoxBox.
We are looking forward to opening up those Modern Horizon boxes as soon as they reach us, which will be probably in a week or two.
Sometime after June 18, because
Yep.
June 18 is the official date that it releases.
Yeah, let's crack some Modern Horizon too.
And yeah, the first collector boxes is almost full, so we have definitely more. So definitely sign up for that, and we'll crack it as soon as we get it.
Yep.
Get that Archon Cruelty so we can play some mean black decks.
Terrible.
All right, thanks everyone.
All right, thanks for watching.
Hey everybody, hope you guys are having a good week so far. Just want to do a quick rundown on our inventory. For Time Spiral Remaster, we have 4 slots left. We're actually putting them on sale at $50 a slot. So just want to get those moving. Strixhaven Draft Box, we have 6 slots left. Modern Horizons 2 Set Box, 6 slots left. For the Collector box for Modern Horizon 2, we actually sold out of our first box already. And the second box, we have a brand new box. We have 8 slots left. Commander Legends, we have the draft box at 5 slots left. The collector box at 7 slots left. And now is time to do the giveaway. So good luck, everybody. All right, congrats. And thanks for watching.